Consistency. Now, if I take a leave out from my own life, couple of years back, like 4 to 5 years, when I started this journey of, getting mentors in my life. So, whomsoever I talked, this was always my main concern. And I used to say it, I am not consistent. And it was as if I was manifesting it also, that I'm not consistent. I could figure out that whatever failures I'm facing in my life is just because of inconsistency. People around me always used to say, Kapil, you're so talented. And of course, I used to feel that way also because I've been a lifelong learner all the way. But somehow I wasn't getting success. And when I started thinking on these lines, the main culprit was inconsistency. And of course, thanks to graphology, I would say, I can proudly say, it has brought consistency in my life. And then the magic started unfolding. And believe me, you know, to get something started, yes, you need motivation. But for to keep on doing it needs consistency. And that is why I can definitely say through my own experience, a person who is inconsistent can never be successful in life. So I would say the role of consistency in success is just huge. Now, let's imagine you're scrolling through Instagram at 11 p.m. and you see that friend who cracked JE or landed the dream job at Google. Your first thought, they are so lucky. Many a times people from our community also, when they would see Imran sir, they would say, he's so brilliant. He's so lucky. He's so rich. You know, but what we are saying is the outcome. But what we couldn't see, his 20 years of effort, right? Or daily showing up. Or if somebody is getting a dream job, so daily problem solving at 6 a.m. The consistent mock test, the repeated failures and comebacks. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, but from what you do consistently, like drops filling a bucket. And I would definitely appreciate Sonika ji and Sanjeev ji. So the day they joined, they have been super consistent in attending. And definitely, after a while, we would definitely love to hear what they gained out of being consistent. And when a person is consistent in one way, the person is consistent in other tasks as well. And that brings success in our lives. And we live in a culture, obsessed with motivation. Every morning we watch those reels, rise and grind, hustle hard, Monday motivation. And yes, motivation is beautiful. It's the spark that starts your engine. But here's the truth, nobody talks about that motivation starts success, consistency sustains it. You know, think about your last gym membership. Remember that January 1 energy, and you bought protein powder, new workout clothes, even downloaded 3 fitness apps. For 2 weeks, you were unstoppable. Well, I'm from the same zone. But then what happened? Life happened. The motivation faded, and with it, the gym visits too. And this isn't your fault. It's human nature. Motivation is like a festival, intense, exciting, but temporary. Consistency is like your daily chai, simple, routine, but keeps you going every single day. But of course, it depends on you. If you want motivation as a temporary or as just a festival or a festival for the next 365 days or throughout your life, that's celebrating our own life, right? So let me share something that will change how you think about small actions. Your smartphone, there's an app you probably check 100 times a day, whether it's WhatsApp, Instagram, or YouTube. But how did it become so addictive? Results compound through small, repeated actions. Each scroll, each like, each video created a neural pathway. The app didn't become irresistible overnight. It became irresistible through consistent micro interactions. And now imagine applying the same principle to your growth. A CA student doesn't become successful by studying 16 hours a day. They become successful by studying 4 hours every day for 400 days. A cricketer doesn't master the cover drive in one practice session. They perfect it through 10,000 repetitions. And your favorite street vendor didn't become popular because he made one amazing pani puri. He became popular because every single day for years he maintained the same taste, same quality, and of course the same smile. Consistency created his reputation, one customer at a time. And I know what you're thinking, but I've made plans before. I've set goals. I believe you. You probably have the best intentions, the smartest strategies, and maybe even color coded planners. But here's the brutal truth: even the best plan fails without discipline. So just imagine this relatable scenario. You decided to wake up at 5 a.m. to study or work out. You set 5 alarms. You go to bed early. Day one goes perfectly. Day two, you snooze once, but still make it. Then day three, oh, it's raining. So your bed feels like a warm hug. And day four, you begin to have headache. And day five, you think, what's the point of doing it just one day? So the plan was perfect. The execution, of course, not so much. Because plans are made by motivated you, but executed by everyday you. And every day you need systems, not just intentions. So, here's something that might sound counterintuitive. Boring repetition often leads to extraordinary outcomes. MS Dhoni didn't become Captain Cool by playing spectacular shots. He became legendary by playing the same calculated shots over and over in pressure situations. APJ Abdul Kalam didn't become the people's president through one grand gesture. He became beloved through consistent humility and dedication across decades. Your mother didn't become an amazing cook by making one perfect meal. She became amazing by making dal chawal every single day and tweaking it slightly, learning from each attempt. The extraordinary hides in the ordinary. The magic happens in the mundane, while everyone else is chasing the next shiny strategy. The consistent person is quietly building their empire, one boring day at a time. And so here's we are going to do together. So I want you to choose one small habit that matters to your life, not something dramatic, something simple, like drinking 8 glasses of water daily, or it can be writing 3 things that you're grateful for each morning. or waking up 15 minutes earlier than usual, or reading 10 pages of a book before bed, or even calling your parents or grandparents every day. But choose one. The next 7 days, you're going to track this habit. Use your phone's notes app or a simple notebook, or even mark it on your calendar. But here's the real exercise. When motivation fades, and it will, ask yourself, what mindset helps me stay consistent when motivation fades? And this is all about your own why. Make it so big, so huge that you can't live without it. You know? So then the motivation will come from within. We always say, never look for motivation from outside factors. It should come from within, it should reside inside. So remember, you're not competing with others' highlight reels, or you are competing with yesterday's version of yourself. Yes, compare with yourself. And when I interact with students, what I tell them, make your resume on first of every month, right? And then after every month, when you are preparing resume on the first, try to compare what changed in you. So they are becoming the better version of themselves. So when they compare with their own previous version. And that does the magic, and that is the celebratory, you know, event in life. So the only way to win that competition is through consistency. Success isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. It's not about giant leaps, it's about tiny steps taken every single day, you know, in a journey of, let's say, 100 kilometers. With every passing milestone, you are moving ahead, you are stepping ahead towards your goal, you are nearing your goal. So that works in our lives as well. So your future self is watching. Make them proud, one consistent choice at a time. So I would say, start today, start small, and of course, start now. So with that thought, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.